Hello everybody and welcome to Cosmoteer, Starship, Architect, and Commander. That is the title. I'm Damien with AnythingGeek and I'm here to spotlight a free-to-play game as of right now. It's free to play right now because it's early access. This is a press release kit. Everybody can get it. I'll drop the link in the description below. It is such a fun game. He is planning on releasing a full release onto Steam for money. But as of right now, it is absolutely free. He's not even taking donations on his website for this game right now. He feels once it's released, then you can pay for it. All that will be done, so on and so forth. That's really awesome. That gives a lot of people access to your game and lets you receive feedback and all sorts of jazz like that. That's absolutely incredible. So let's just jump right in. There's two game modes. One's called Bounty Hunter, where you kind of destroy ships, gain money, destroy more ships. It's an actual story kind of scenario kind of given, but we're not going to do that. We're going straight into the creative mode because that's where I've had the most fun. I've been playing this game so much recently, it's been incredible. This is basically what you get on creative mode. You have unlimited money. You are basically given blank space to mess around with. So let's jump right in. We'll make a new ship. It's daunting at first, but when you get into it, it kind of becomes more of a... You basically know what each ship kind of needs, and then you customize off from that, which makes endless choices. So, what should we do now? Let's do a little fighter. We'll make a little fighter, have a couple of them take on something gigantic, because that's really most of the brunt of the game. It is just spend money on ships, create whatever you can think of with the options you have, and just have a great time. Sandbox, or creative mode, sorry, is fantastic. I'm just going to ramble on while I don't even have anything going on the screen right now. So, ships basically need a few things. They need a cockpit, obviously, so a control room. And that's where your little guys are going to be piloting the ship, basically. If you don't have that, ship is not able to move anymore. Each ship also needs a reactor core to produce some energy, and the energy is going to be basically used to power absolutely everything. You can see here on the control room that it needs some power, but we'll get into that when we actually create more of the ship. Let's give this thing a couple weapons. Let's give it some small lasers. It's a little fighter, a couple small lasers, a couple thrusters. And that's looking good. But unfortunately, the ship that we've made right now can't do anything. We need crew. Crew to move the energy to each of these spaces. Crew to man the helm, to run the guns, to be able to move the ship in any possible way. And the way we do that is we add either bunks or quarters. And over on the right here, it's got a little display that says crew. As of right now, our recommended amount of people we need is 6. Minimum 4, but we'll make 6 because the quarter here, you can do 6. Let's place that right there. Perfect. That is kind of a goofy, small little ship, but we're done. We've done basically the basics, strapped them down into the smallest little thing. Now we're going to fight with it. Hundreds of them. There you go. Pretty. We've painted it up. And we'll just save it up quick. And we'll name this one Fugter. Let's name that My Fingers Aren't. They are not working. working. Perfect. So we've got that. Let's jump out of this. And now we've got my fingers are not working the fighter. We'll jump into the library here and grab let's say a couple more. Haha, yes. My fingers are not working the ship. To place multiple, you hold control and click, I believe. Shift and click. Aha, shift and click. And there we go. Little squadron of my fingers are not working the ship. And we'll see what they can do against we'll pull out something random here. Let's do a couple fighters that I've done earlier. And yeah, these guys are neat because they got the little T shape. So rotate, place. There we go, we got another squadron. Let's get into the battle now. So we're going to select one of these guys here. One of the groups. I'll pause quick. Give them barbarian allegiance, so they'll attack anything. They'll probably actually attack each other, so let's just make that player 2. So player 2, they'll just attack player 1, so on and so forth. Up to player 4, yes. We'll give it some normal AI, and then over here we'll give them normal AI. Let's get into it. So we'll unpause, and this will get right to the battle. So we'll slow that down a bit. Let's go to about quarter speed to see how my fingers are not working are doing. We got a little crash pile here, so everyone's just ramming each other into the center. Hopefully, oh look, he's using all the other ships as a shield. There goes an evil fighter. One of them's destroyed. My fingers are not working as kind of a powerful little compact fighter. It's the most basic you can do in a ship. It's got weapons, it's got thrusters, it's got energy, crew, and the controller. Everything. We can do absolutely huge designs we'll get to in a sec, but right now, let's see how this battle is going. Or we'll select all and see what's going on. We've got a couple fighters down. 3 fighters down on the other team. 4 fighters now. We just watched him explode. And I believe only one of my fingers aren't working. Has been destroyed. So these ships are actually doing very well compared to the design I spent time alone creating. That's hilarious. But we will get rid of all this, create a new game, because we've seen what they can do against other fighters. Let's see what they can do against a giant battleship or something insane. I got a big old frigate right here. Well, I'll stick them down there and see how a couple of these guys are. My fingers are not working. We'll do. Let's do 4. Let's see if 4 can take down the frigate ship. So we'll make the frigate ship. Ooh, pause. We'll make the frigate ship barbarian because he's alone. He won't attack his teammates. And we'll give him normal AI. And down here we'll keep them on team 1 and normal AI. And let's see how this goes. So within 1 second, one of the ships was completely obliterated. The carnage. I believe that's no control room, so that's 2 down. This one's just going to take everything. Oh no. So obviously 4 cannot take on one of my frigates that I've made. That's unfortunate. Oh, two are going strong. That one's not. Ooh, can we dodge? Nope, he cannot dodge. He is going to take two more missiles and be destroyed. What about this guy? We watched him get thrown. And he, unfortunately, does have... Okay, no, he does have his control room. So he should be able to make it back. Let's see if this one guy can do it. We believe in you. This is really the core gameplay of it all. You design ships, let them destroy each other, essentially. And you just have the best time of your life. It's a great time. You can create... I've seen people create the Millennium Falcon. I've seen people create the Enterprise. There's been so much cool ships. So many cool things that have come out of here. There's definite, like, mod support. It's 100% free. I totally mentioned that before, but I'm going to say it again. It is free, everybody. I've dropped the link in the description, so I want everybody to play it. It is so fun. This poor little guy is so far away. Oh no. Oh god, he has he has got the scent and he is going straight in for the kill. Alright, by which I mean there's been a stalemate. Nobody wins. So that proves that my ship design is impeccable. So let's do a new game. Clear the board. Let's go to creative and let's create something big. Let's see. I don't know if I really touched down too well on the ship creation process there. I was just more excited to get into the game and actually show you the explosions and lasers and, you know. But yeah, I've said you need a control room, you need energy, and you need workers to move and helm everything and move the energy, and everything. But it's really, there's so much more things to that I can create, and you can create such huge monstrosities to fly around and destroy. It's really hard to talk and game at the same time. This is like the third time I'm doing this for this channel. This is going to be great. We'll add a lot of crew. Let's do an F-ton of crew. And a couple missile factories because we want this thing to be able to create and store missiles. Whoops. And fire said missiles at the enemy. So we've got lots of our little workers going around now. They're going to be taking the missiles from the factory and storing it up, and then proceeding to take it to the missile bays when I add them. I'm kind of going crazy here. I kind of just want to put anything anywhere. I'm always so putting the ships in such perfect symmetry that I just kind of want to do something different. We've got a bunch of missile launchers out the front here. We'll put a couple lasers here just to kind of add to the fun. Sure. I'm gonna stick another control room just in case this one gets absolutely destroyed. Let's stick it right there. What else do we need? Obviously thrusters, so this thing can move. Let's stick two big ones on the back. Right on. Stick one over there. And let's even it out on the side. I know I just said I don't want symmetry. I want to do something absolutely crazy. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, absolutely crazy. One over there. Do like shield generator, sure. Stick it. I want to use these actually well, if that makes sense. Let's do that there. Let's put another one over here. Sure. Now, on the right here, we can see that I need roughly about 57 men to run this ship. I've got 12. No, I've got 24. The minimum's 12. I've got twice the minimum, which is good. But that's not going to help us in the long run. We want to be adding way more quarters. Bust up those numbers. And I'm just going to go make an absolutely disgusting looking, alien-like, unsymmetrical, totally ununiform, crazy death machine. Fueled by humans. Let's have a weird little cabin being outstretched there. And we'll stick a couple lasers on it. More protection. That's looking alright. Look at this. Look at this monstrosity. I didn't touch much on the bottom one here. I talked a lot about the crew. The power meter, obviously, as it says power on the pop-up menu that I've been keeping up, is basically the energy created from this little guy here. Your guys will move it to everything needed, and this will kind of calculate how much is 100% worth it to keep the ship going at full mass at all times. So let's add a bunch of reactors, see what happens. Oh, it's pretty close, but I could do more, because why not? This is perfect. Let's add. Get a couple front shields up. And a couple shields in the back here would be alright too. And now we need more power. Everything draws power, per se, if beds don't draw power. But if it rationally needs power, it's going to need power in this game. So let's bust up some more highly explosive reactors and stick them all over here. Get a couple more crew beds, and this monstrosity is almost complete. If I misclicked. If I didn't misclick, we'd be closer. Alright, look at this thing. This thing is 100% done. 99% done. We're gonna add some cool decals to it. Let's do alright, let's do some happy faces at the front here. So when they see us, they're like, okay, friendly. And then, yeah, you know what I'm doing. I'm going to stick some skulls in the back. That's for the real businesses. That's the death. We're going to be crazy space pirates. Let's actually, we can go in here into the paint and go to the crew and actually give them a color as well. Let's make them dark. So they're wearing these black uniforms because we're evil. We're here to destroy you with our crazy alien ship. Look at this thing. Oh yes. It can only powerfully left turn. But that's okay. It's almost 100% covered in shields. Let's say a good 89%. This is going to be very weak right here. But I'm sure we can handle it. Let's crank that to normal. Let's give it some barbarian AI, and let's see what else we got in here. These are all ships that I've made in my spare time. I believe you start with these. Yeah, the models. I think you get 4 of them. Sure. And you take that, and basically you can mess around with those guys. But the real fun in the game is creating your own kind of ships and having them battle each other. So I'm going to grab one of these battleships that I've made, and I'm going to plunk her down and immediately slow down because that battle has begun. Let's give the battleship some AI. A little disadvantaged at the beginning, but that's okay. It's a much bigger ship. Oh, the carnage! The entire front of the battleship has just exploded. But I've planned for that. I've got a second control room in the center, I believe. Highly defended, so this thing can still move even though it took a lot of damage. But this little guy that we made here, we didn't give it a name, but just imagine a cool name for it. It's doing really well. It's actually holding up against the battleship. It did a lot of damage with all those missiles. It's only got one of the missile bays left though. It's got absolutely none of the missile bays left now, so it's gonna have to rely on the lasers, and they're small lasers, so I don't know how it's gonna handle now. Let's speed this up a bit and let the carnage happen in real time. Just a barrage of lasers back and forth until that happened. That is what I was talking about earlier, the highly explosive reactors, and that definitely hit one. But for some reason it split in two. So there must have been a missile or something launched from the other ship, or I don't believe there's like friendly fire. You can't hit yourself, so something, maybe a fire, I don't know. But that's basically Cosmoteer, everybody. I hope we had a good time. There might be more, there might be none. It really matters on how you guys feel. If you guys like and comment the video and subscribe to the channel, that kind of pushes me forward to making more content like this. Get ready for live action, lots of news, lots of other stuff, everything else on the channel. Right now this is just pumping out stuff to let you guys know I'm still here. Have a great day, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed Cosmoteer.